Would you like to know why you're not manifesting your specific person, even though it's been months or even a year, and why the law of attraction isn't working for you? Stay tuned. Hello, I'm Francesca, a vibrational love match strategist, and I am here to inform and share. So let's dive in. I have seen lots of channels, lots of gurus talking about the law of attraction, the law of assumption. They may even be like super famous, have hundreds of millions of followers, and have these really great titles that suck you in. You know, do this one thing, do this one exercise, and your SP will immediately reach out to you, or they'll walk through fire to get to you, and all these catchy titles to grab your attention and to suck you in so that you do the exercise. And then what happens? Well, if you look at the comments, not much of anything. And I'm going to explain why. And further, I'm going to walk you through a powerful meditative exercise to help you at the end. So stay tuned for that. So the first things first, why is this not working? Well, there's a couple reasons. And part of the reason is a lot of these gurus are only giving you part of the recipe. So the law of attraction, the law of assumption is quantum physics boiled down for us to be able to understand. And so there is a process, there is a formula to it, but most books are incomplete. They only give you part of it, or they leave out something important that is necessary, or they don't talk about something because then that would lead to a whole other thing and you may lose hope, or you may not want to do it, and they don't want to do that, right? And all hope is not lost. So imagine somebody gives you a recipe for cake and it has on there eggs. That's it. You're like, okay, well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get the eggs. Okay, I beat the eggs. Now what? Well, if you don't have any flour or baking soda or sugar or whatever, and you don't know the specific measurements, how can you make a cake? So it's the same kind of thing with a lot of these exercises. Some of them are very good. I am not saying that they aren't good, that they aren't helpful, but honestly, you don't need to do endless mantras. Why? Because I did it, because I know, because 25 years ago, I tried to do all of these things to manifest a specific person on more than one occasion. And guess what? It didn't work out any of the times. Now, 2 times that person did come back, but was for short and it wasn't happy and they didn't come back for good. And looking back, I am so grateful that they didn't, because they weren't the right person for me. And so I absolutely understand the space that you are in, that you crave a relationship, that you want that deep connection, that you want your perfect person. And so when I work with clients, I actually do the opposite of what a lot of these gurus are telling you. You don't want to focus on a specific person. And I think I spoke to reasons about that in a previous video. So now there are 3 main reasons why you're not manifesting this person, and the law of attraction may not be working the way you think it should be working, especially with regard to relationship. So the first one is you're not detached. You're completely attached to the outcome. The second one is you're trying to manifest from a disempowered state. This is so key. You cannot manifest from a disempowered state. You will get nothing, because you're disempowered, which means you have nothing. So guess what's going to be reflected? Nothing. And I'll get to that when we get to the meditation, when I talk about disempowerment a little more. Or you have some underlying block belief that needs to get cleared. And that's the piece that I think a lot of these gurus try to skirt around, or they just kind of give mantras to get through the belief or the block. And can that work? Yes, it can, but it can take a long time, or you may need to do something else. You may need to actively clear that block, that belief, in order for it to resolve, to shift, to transform. So now when I talk about disempowerment, what I mean is, what can tend to happen is that, especially when it comes to a specific person, you then place imagine that you have these connection chips. They're like checker chips or, poker chips, whatever, just something like that. You have all these connection chips that are yours. You're born with them. They're yours to use. They're yours to have. They are specific to you. They are wired for your vibrational fabric. So imagine this is what happens. There's a specific person and you want to connect with them. And so you give them your chips, thinking that that's how you're going to connect with them. So you've given them all your chips. You don't have any chips left. So you've given them their chip, all your connection chips. So why would they ever then connect with you? So you're completely disempowered because you've given away your chips. They can't even use your chips. So you're giving them away for naught. And everybody does this. Every human on the planet does this. We give away our safety chips. We give away our connection chips. We give away our love chips. We're constantly giving our chips away. But what we really need to do is we need to collect those chips and bring them back to ourselves, because then we're full of our own chips. And then that is what is going to then attract, magnetize, because we have our connection chips and we are completely empowered. We don't need the outer world anymore. We are detached. So you see how it all kind of works together. So you can't manifest from a disempowered state. And everything is vibration. Everything, every human on this planet has a vibration, every animal, every plant, etc. And so what the physics, the quantum physics part of it is, you are attracting with your vibration. And so you need to shift your vibration. If you shift your vibration, then your beliefs and your thoughts change. So let me know in the comments if you have done any of these other exercises from other gurus before. Did your thoughts change? If your thoughts didn't change over time, that means the vibration didn't change. So if the vibration didn't change, then there's going to be nothing to magnetize. So it's all connected. And I know that a lot of times, like I said, other gurus may not want to speak to this because it can get tricky, it can get complicated. And I do want to keep this simple as well. So just think, everything is vibration. The vibration changes, the thought, the belief then changes. And then you move up and you can actually then manifest what you want. So if you've done an exercise over and over and over again, if you've done endless mantras, raise your hand, and nothing changed, that means that the vibration didn't actually change. And there could be an underlying block there that needs to be addressed. And that's where people like me come in, here to be of service and to help you with your vibrational shifts. So now, here's an exercise I'm going to share with you that you can do to start getting your chips back so that you can stay empowered, and then you can start to manifest and magnetically draw to you that which you desire. And this is, we are not even addressing a specific person, because that honestly only works 1% of the time. And there's other reasons for that. So here we go. So take a deep breath in and close your eyes if you feel so called to do so. And just using your breath, intent, and imagination, bringing all your energy and awareness into this present breath of now. It's only in the present that we can shift and transform. If our energy is in the past or in the future, we can't make the shift. So give yourself the gift of the present. And just take another deep breath in. And as you do, just imagine that you're standing in a beautiful waterfall of light. And this is your perfect waterfall. This is your essence. Imagine this is your divine light, because you are divine. The part of you is always divine, always connected. And so just standing in this waterfall and receiving, just feeling into this light. Maybe you can sense something. Maybe there's a sound, an aroma. Maybe it's sparkling. Whatever you perceive is perfect for you. And now just imagine traveling up this river of light, this waterfall of light. You can see yourself almost like above yourself. You can just picture that. So just imagine this is your super self, your wise self, the aspect of you that knows everything in obviously the most humble way. And now just once again, using your intent and your imagination, energetically locate all the connection chips that you have given away, whether consciously or subconsciously. You don't need to know. And this isn't anything you need to do with your mind, just inviting that perfect energetic aspect of yourself to retrieve. You can work at Mach speed. If you want to imagine like a cosmic vacuum cleaner or Velcro, some type of fly paper, just go and collect a basket, collect all those connection chips that you gave away. Consciously, unconsciously, no judgment. We all do it. Like I said, working at Mach speed. And once you have all those in your basket, you want to clean them, right? Because they've been in somebody else's possession. So it's almost like if you loan a sweater to a friend, you're going to wash it before you wear it, right? So just put all these chips in this enormous cosmic washing machine. And this washing machine, you're just clearing off any energies that aren't you. And once they're clean, maybe you want to put them in the dryer, fluff them up. And in this dryer, you're just recalibrating them to your current vibration. Because maybe you gave these chips away when you're a little kid. You're at a completely different vibrational level now than you were when you were 3 or 5 or 10. And once they're all fluffed up in the dryer, just take them out and place them in that column, that waterfall of light. Whether it's like a piggy bank and you're putting like chips like coins in a piggy bank, or you're organizing them like books on a shelf, reweave, re-embed them in that beautiful column waterfall of light. These are your chips. They only work for you. They're calibrated for you, by you. And then once that feels complete, just invite that higher aspect of yourself, your wise self, to amplify the vibration of connection in that waterfall. And just amp it up. You don't need to know, just make the request. Just using your intent and your imagination. Amplify that. And then when that feels complete, update all your grids and your reference points. And then take a deep breath in and coming back to this present breath of now. And just imagine yourself wrapped now in sheets of rainbow light. Kind of sealing these connection chips in, this vibration. And so feel free to listen to this exercise every day. If you think of the person or you think about being in a relationship, take a deep breath in, pause, and just invite that wise aspect of yourself, your higher self, whatever verbiage feels comfortable to you, to amplify the vibration of connection in your light. And that beautiful calm, that waterfall of light. All right. Beautiful, great work. So I hope that this serves you. Let me know in the comments. I love to hear your thoughts. And until next time, more love vibes to come. Ciao.